Okay, so yeah, it should be live now, hopefully. But it was pretty loud for me, so I'm turning it down some. I played some Star Rail this morning, and I have that on pretty quiet for me. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, not at where the last stream ended for sure, because I've been doing a bunch of stuff off stream. But I got some expeditions to go do. So yeah, I made a new team, and it's pretty good, and I've been leveling them up.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just you. Everyone else still exploring, yeah. I got a 4th expedition yesterday, too. So yeah, I'm trying to make one of this one, I think. Yeah, this one for Zungling, because it's apparently pretty good. And Zungling is very good from my games that I've played with her, or like just some stuff that I've done with her. So far, it's been pretty solid. You need money more than anything else, really. Let's go do these. So yeah, new team. I made some like potential other teams too. I know that there's a event thing. I'm gonna go do that second. So like this team and the Animo team, Melt. And I didn't know what to call this team, but this was just another team that I had using. I was trying to make sure I used every character in all of the teams without repeating too many. Like this one starts getting into repeats just because there was no other characters yet. But we're gonna be pulling for some characters and stuff today too. Sure. I don't know if I want to wait until I get 10. Hey, Paimon, they're not really attacking you. I don't know if I want to wait until I get 10 of the tools available, or if I should just go ahead and do them now.
One with my blade.
Yeah, I'm pulling for Zhongling. I want to get E6, of course, on them because they're currently my best character. They have like 30% crit rate with
Nice and spicy.
terrible reflex at the moment, which is they're like it's like 30-80 crit rate to crit damage, right? Let's see here. Yeah, 36-80, which is really good um, for the ratio. I don't think that's that good of crit rate overall, but just the fact that you auto like whenever you're doing these attacks, you have like a bunch of hits on the attack itself, and each one of those gets the crit roll. So you do a lot of crit damage pretty quickly, even with lower crit rate. It's not like with a star rail. Did I do the daily check-in for this game yesterday? I don't think I did. Let me go ahead and do that now. Daily check-in. Yeah, I've checked in for 2 days this month. How many? Apparently I've missed. Oh wait, no, this is a wrong account. Did it switch my account? What's my in-game username? Oh, that's not good. Here, I'll just do it off my Google account. That should get me on the right one, right? Okay, never mind. That was not the. Oh, it's my other Google account. Yeah, it's weird. I thought that I had linked my original account to my Google account, but I didn't. I don't know where it's actually linked to, but it's also linked to my Google account, I think. I basically have two things on my. So that should be correct, unless it's this account. Luckily, all my accounts have the same password thing. Okay, yeah, that's not the right account. Your logouts. You have to do this verification puzzle every time. What account is this thing on? Hold on, I can't show this on stream. Um, wait, yeah, I'll just open that for a second. Sorry about this. I thought it would be a lot easier than it was because normally I'm already logged into that account. Account or password error. Let me just do forgot password. This will help me figure out what email it's tracked to as well. So many of these stupid puzzles. So go to Gmail. Yeah, should be. I had sent it to my phone anyway. Yeah, so got that fixed. Yeah, let me refresh the page because apparently it's still giving me an error. If it doesn't work this time, then I'm just gonna assume that the site is bugged. Okay, think I got there. Oh, I'm gonna have to re-log in on here too. That makes sense. So yeah, sorry about all of this. Simple process, but hold on, I'm just showing a black screen still. Oh, okay, just let me back in. Okay. Get that back on screen. Finally. And just like that, I did the daily check-in. So yeah, I did open one of the Shrines of the Depths things off stream too. I'm gonna be going for more of those at some point pretty soon too. I guess that might be fun. Oh well. You needed to do the larger wall still on my brain. Yeah, anytime that the numbers pop up on screen and they're a bit larger, whenever they pop up, that means that it's a crit. That's how many crits this character gets. Like 30% crit rate, so if I get that thing even higher, then it's gonna be good. When I swap weapons, it's gonna go down, so it's gonna be unfortunate. And the weapon that I'm trying to make for this character isn't even their best weapon, it's just one that's gonna hold me over until I can get the catch, which is their best weapon, which is apparently a free-to-play weapon I could obtain. I saw that it was part of an event, but I guess you can still obtain it. I tried to look it up, but I could find zero information on if it's still obtainable after the event's already been concluded. 'Cause the event happened like 2 years ago.
You're toast!
Spirit Blade, attack!
But yeah, you can trigger melts with this combo pretty easily. You got like Hazo who can do flame swirls with this ability. You can swap in Barbara and then swap off of Barbara for Tales of the Dragon Slayer whenever you're doing it. And even if the buff goes away, it will still have the buff.
Nice and spicy! Come on! We can do it!
I don't know how your shield broke, but I'll take it. Oh, and I accidentally used one of my condensed resins on one of these. And it wasn't the doubled one. I don't know if you can even use it on the doubled one, but yeah, because I was spamming square to pick up stuff and it used my condensed resin automatically, which was pretty cool. But then I got the crafting recipe for it, so I guess it's fine to have spent it. It was just one condensed resin, and I did need the money anyway, so it ended up working out. I pretty much always need money in this game now, and in Star Rail, so that's what I've been doing, is just farming more end credits.
Open sesame! Oh. Race you!
Yeah, I don't know what my password on this account was if it wasn't the password that I was putting in, so that's why I changed it. I don't even know how it logged into my main player of this account. I must have done it before and forgot that I had done it.
Forth, my blade.
Why would you name it that one?
Boba, get them!
Yeah, even though this is like an ice force field thing, everyone gets attack speed inside of that, so that's pretty cool.
Go, Barbara, go! Nice and spicy!
Yeah, you can trigger Vaporize, you can trigger Melt, you can trigger Swirl for water or fire. Apparently, or not apparently, unfortunately, Onamo and, or Amino or whatever, and Cryo do not have a reaction, so those two don't really do anything, but the rest of the characters can interact with each other for different effects, which is pretty cool. And Hazel gives everyone, well, eventually will give everyone some elemental bonus damage or whatever to their reactions and stuff, elemental mastery stuff. So that will also add up. And then this character, Flungling, one of their tier things makes it where, or artifact sets makes it where they have bonus elemental mastery, so that's pretty good as well. I don't really have that good of relic sets on this character, but the stats of the relics themselves are pretty good. And I tried to make them have at least matching relics for some synergies, but the synergies that I have are like elemental mastery and HP up.
At the frying pan, into the fire!
Or no, it's elemental mastery and crit rate. Or crit damage, whatever the Berserker set is. I don't know if it's crit rate or crit damage, but that one.
Spirit Blade.
Yeah, I can trigger freeze.
Careful, Link! Hey!
Trigger melts. Okay, so that's all of those out of the way. Now I should have some money. I could level up this character. 22,000 XP loss, so that's not too bad. Yeah, this is the artifacts, the instructor and the berserker set, so crit rate increased by 12%, that's pretty good. Like, this does not need to be Resolution of a Sojourner, it needs to be like an outgoing healing set, but I don't even have access to outgoing healing at the moment. Is the stream? Oh no, the stream's not dead. Okay, I was just making sure. But it shouldn't have been on a black screen, but I looked down at my phone and it was, and it's because I had the Wi-Fi off on my phone, which, Twitch mobile doesn't work without Wi-Fi, pretty much. Yeah, these were the two pole arms that I had, so they're not that good. I did get white blind on this character, but I'm sticking with this for now because of the... Like, I think you want to go for attack more than defense or anything, even though this has more attack than this, it's still pretty good. It's got that pyro synergy for melts. It's really good. Let's see, I've got Dragon Slayer. Can I enhance this finally? Oh wait, it is increased already. Okay, so I was gonna do, let's do 2 stars and unders first. Okay, so I don't want you to use weapons, so for this, I just want to do, here, let me select material. I just want to use the enchantment order. I want to keep the weapons around just in case they're good. But yeah, I gotta get to Inazuma pretty soon, so that way I can get Hazo ranked up as well. Yeah, let me go ahead and cancel navigation, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the commissions first. Fortunately, this character's cooldown on their R2 is too slow for me to be able to cross bodies of water with them. Yeah, I'm not sure if my adventure ring... Oh, my adventure ring is increasing today. That's why I didn't have it as, like, 32 plus. Oh, am I already hungry again? Dude, wonderful. Do you still remember me? From the cook-off with Shangling? That was me. Big for you. Do you remember me now? Anyway, you've come at a great time. Could I ask you to help me with something? Do you still recall the jade parcels that you made the previous time? They were so delicious I can taste them even now. So I wanted to give it a try and make some myself, but it always feels like there's something missing. I feel like if I try to get it a few more times, I can recreate the flavor too. Or get to try it a few more times. So could I ask you to make some jade parcels for me to try? Great, thank you so much. I'll be waiting over here. I'll finally be able to eat jade parcels again.
I ride on wind and cloud alike.
Okay, there should be a cooking pot in this village somewhere then. You know what, I'll just go to a spot where there's an easily accessible one. think this one's better spot. But yeah, I had there's like this AI powered thing that you can use to build teams, so that's what I used for this team for some recommendations, as well as looking up like the character stats themselves and everything and comparing them and stuff. And apparently this character and this character are really good. Fungling and the other one were like it's two recommended characters, but I wanted Barbara for this team because I already had Barbara built, and I don't have another pole arm, pretty much. Oh, they're all gone. The mouthful of those vegetables, the perfectly paired flavors of the ham and the lotus. That soup. This is it. This is a flavor that I tasted the last time. Thanks for coming over just to make the dish. I need to go back and make some notes. Next time we meet, I will definitely be able to make a batch of perfect jade parcels. When that time comes, do swing by and have a taste. Ooh, a crystal chunk. Always use more of those. I do need to go mining for those today. Mountains. We'll step for hilichurls. So, time for some more combat. Yeah, this team kind of like shreds through enemies at this point as well, which is really nice. That was something I had issues with. Like, the fodder enemies would take a while. These guys here.
Swift and merciful.
This team kind of just shreds through them at this point. It could be better relics, because I did upgrade most people's relics on this team up a lot more than I did my previous team.
From whence you came.
Yeah, triggers some melt reaction. Oh, also I did manage to finally get my Jacquard's trace that I always talk about, the one that increases his attack. So now he does like 2,000 damage on his basic attack, which is really nice. Just for some additional damage on enemies. Like, it doesn't... I don't know what that popping sound was. I don't know if you could hear that. But, I don't know if that, like, will... I don't think it's going to influence things too much, but it's going to add up on enemies over time and stuff. And then you get, like, the trace for Rania, and that will also add some stuff. I have one here. Okay, hopefully it's not too bad. Oh no, it's pretty bad. I hate these enemies. Even though my team does melt.
Submit for judgment.
Let the show begin. Eat this!
Just bring it on. Get moving.
Okay, I had a lot of ultimates ready, so it made it really easy.
Brace you!
Usually that enemy is still pretty bad even with this team, but I got kinda destroyed that time.
Come on, we can
Let me
do
go
it!
ahead and heal. I'm gonna fight that slime. Okay. Last slime.
You're toast!
One with my blade. From whence you came.
Yeah, I'd rather just get it out of the way. Destroy some towers.
Yeah! Get them! Race you!
Swift and merciful. Yeah, 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 yeah. Confess!
If you destroy the towers first, I think it stops reinforcements.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Yeah, this thing's flashing because I'm at the border of this area. Okay. I've got some reputation rewards to get too. I did a lot of the I accidentally triggered the cutscene for the Invocation TCG and also the cutscene for the next part of the story quest. Just from walking
Ad Astra,
around off stream.
thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
But I didn't really like intentionally like miss anything. Like I didn't continue the stories from that point on. I just happened to run into the area where they started. But yeah, I'm down to try the Invocation TCG now. It is K. I'm trying to see how to spell this. I can't remember if it was K or not.
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time. Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail? I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invokation TCG.
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve the new customers?
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant,
I
that's
wonder if this is
all.
a reference to that cat from chess.com. It's
Animals!
AI
How
thing.
can you use
I
such a
forget its
crude
name.
word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Such a remark is an insult to Prince. Oh? What's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact. Understood. I do apologize.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the result of some modification to the language center of his brain? Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
Yes, it was the sacred duels of Genius Invocation TCG that formed and cemented our bonds of mutual understanding. It's my firm belief that by simply playing the game, players can develop a deeper level of understanding between one another.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players?
Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Uh-huh. Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince. Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself, and I must therefore politely decline. That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another match of my own again.
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know.
Yeah, Sucrose had an introduction like this too.
Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight? Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh!
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
Ha! Yeah, what kind of break is that? I'd rather not. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does is encourage more people to come to the bar for a drink. You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights. Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry should be stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
Destroying it from the inside.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their thirst for victory will overcome their thirst for alcohol. Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you in this endeavor.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then, our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shuyan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there. Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
Deck?
Yes. You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards. Yeah, we need a practice deck. Can't you just let us use one? Psh, there's no such thing. Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use those for now.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah, not because I like to play the game or anything. Please.
Alright, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right?
Yup. So, are you ready to start? All right, then let's begin.
Hey.
Welcome
I got
to
Tyler
the
and
world
Kaya.
of Genius Invocation TCG. Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew. Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours. Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Let's go.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions.
Can I... Oh, no need to reroll. Yeah, I would think that I would want more fire.
Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills.
Okay, so it needs 3 pyro dice, and I've got enough for like 2.
Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again. Now, these are omni-element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type. So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. Go on, give it a try.
See, this is a bit cumbersome on the sound console, but
That was pretty good. That's one opponent down for the count. Bam! But the game has only just begun. Remember? You have to defeat all opponents to win. As much as we'd like to attack again, seems like we've run out of usable dice. In that case, let's end this round. After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round. And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round. All right, here we are, a fresh new round. Woohoo! And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the elemental energy we need, after all. Ooh, that's some terrible luck. Well, there's no way we'll be able to use D-Luke's skill now. But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to reroll. Once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and reroll them.
okay, it's gonna make me like all of them. I was gonna reroll the pyro dice too if I could.
When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn first. This means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy. Once Diluc's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still 1 short. Never mind, let's start with a normal attack instead. Diluc's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro dice than your elemental skill.
Okay.
Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over.
That's kind of like dual force,
It's
almost.
time to use your powerful elemental burst!
Okay.
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time for your second character card, Kaya, to take the stage. It seems like any move by Kaya is going to cost quite a lot of cryo dice.
Okay, so you can attack both teams then.
When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Cool it!
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn about elemental reactions. Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Looks like we have to switch active characters, though. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have 1 active character, while others are considered standby characters. Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, we'll have to switch them to the active character. In this case, we'll have to switch to Diluc in order to use his skills. You can spend 1 elemental die of any kind to switch a standby character to the active character.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh, that does
Switching
cause your
characters
turn.
is an action,
be
just
used.
like using a skill. So once it's done, it's your opponent's turn.
They can only attack the active character, it seems.
Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked Diluc.
It's been interesting so far. For sure.
All right then, now that Diluc is our active character, it's time to use his skill.
I had seen someone do a sponsored stream and play the game a bit, so I know some of the mechanics of it already, but still doing the tutorial for now
Because the
because
opponent
you
is
need to.
already affected by cryo, dealing pyro damage triggers the melt elemental reaction. When triggered, melt increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! Genius Invocation's elemental reaction system is pretty cool, huh?
Oh, I see.
All right! Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards. These cards are all known as action cards.
Guessing the color of the number means something too.
Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack.
This will be my rules during the actual game.
Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use. Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. Take this one, for example. So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll cross that
Okay,
bridge
so I
when
was
we get
wondering
there,
about
though.
those colors.
For now, just play this action card.
Yeah, I'd be down to play some after I finish this tutorial. Okay, so I guess, yeah, 2 Geo.
So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn. Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well then, you have your blade. Time to test it out. But wait, Diluc's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1. Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character. Sometimes, you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh well. Moving on. In Genius Invocation TCG, keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental tuning. Just like playing cards from your hand, elemental tuning is a fast action. Come on, hurry up! Use elemental tuning to get yourself 3 pyro dice. Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental dice to use Searing Onslaught.
Oh, that card seems pretty good.
Because you have the White Iron Greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught will deal 1 extra damage! What?
1 extra has a lot of damage.
Now comes the final part! Hoo-yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. What?
This one doesn't seem too bad. Oh, you don't leave 1 food per round.
Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time. Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. We gotta take it out pronto. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
This will be interesting.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now let me teach you one last trick. For it, you can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent. Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures and easily defeat your opponents. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on your own from here. May victory be yours!
Okay, they're gonna deal 2 physical. Why is it equipping it to dialogue, didn't I? Okay, I guess I just put it on dialogue for some reason. Guess I'll switch to them. I think the game wants me to do them.
Let's
so-
finish this swiftly.
I thought that I would be able to attack this turn, but it's kind of bad that I wasn't able to. I see.
Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
I'll leave them dialogue for now. Yeah, I can do this.
This will be interesting.
Switch into Kaya and then in turn. They only use that skill. I thought they were gonna use their ability. But yeah, if they're not, then I can just end. Yeah, I swapped characters just because I thought that they were gonna use their skill. Yeah, so this.
All right. Alright, cool. Those are the basics. Did you get all that? What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new players. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode, with a fixed deck for each challenge. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on any of those rowdy booze hounds.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp, I think I understand the basic premise of the game now.
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
You snuck in without making a sound. Anyway, what are you doing here?
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait, this card? It's Diluc's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away. Never seen him around here before.
Eye patch, you say?
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away. Sorry, guard captain.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel's Share. I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image of the Cat's Tail is very intriguing. It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll have to have that duel another time. Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be alright. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genius Invocation TCG?
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. This sounds like fun! But in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3 character cards. Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards. Got it?
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first. But now that we've learned the rules, I can see that this one must be the Sucrose character card. Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucrose character cards. So why don't we have our first duel? Alright, let's duel.
It's Sucrose. Okay, that one's really strong.
the adventure challenge you tried previously, duels are true tests of strength between two players. In a duel, your opponent can also use action cards, and they'll also be able to grab new cards during an end phase. At the same time, your opponent must also spend elemental dice to take actions, so you'll be unable to view their intent. Are you ready? It's time for some exhilarating fights to the bitter end. Musa!
Okay, I thought I would have to view intent every time too. That was gonna be kind of annoying. What do these do? Okay, there's Cryo Swirl. I think I'll start with D-Luke though.
Let's go.
It's not terrible. Go ahead and play that because I can. Well, that'll be for the next time that I use the switch character. Why would I want to switch? Why does it not let you choose which character you can put the sword on? Because I would like to put it on Dilute. It seems really backwards.
Absorption test.
Okay, so they can just straight up switch your character. Now my elemental cards suck anyway. Or dice ended or kind of suck anyway. Okay, so if I could get 3, which is kind of possible. And I'm not going to be able to do anything this turn. And I'm gonna be switching to D-Luke.
Let's go.
Wait, I can actually... Can I do both? So if I spend 3... Yeah, I can do both. There's not really a reason to do both. It's just one character. Okay, I'm actually not gonna use that. Yeah, I can do both. Okay, they swapped to Kaya, so that helps.
Time for retribution! Cool it!
Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation.
Yeah, all I can do is end round. So I don't want Pyro, because I'm not gonna be switching or keeping D-Look around. Depending on what I get will determine which character I switch to. But yeah, I got literally no cryo, so...
I want to help.
This is pretty good.
Animal test 6308. Need to make a Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Animal hypostasis emulation.
Oh, it's a claymore, not a sword, I see. That's interesting. I didn't think that that would have applied in this. Oh wait, what is this? Elemental burst. Large wind spirit deals 2 animo damage at end phase. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and play that. And I guess I'll end round actually. I thought that didn't work like that. Okay. I think I should be able to end this with Sucrose. Yeah, this is enough to finish.
Absorption test.
Where did I go wrong?
I can't believe I lost when we had the exact same character cards. The rules must be more complicated than I first thought. Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this game. If there was only a way to transplant the arms of the two standby characters onto the active character's body.
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser. That kind of thing is looked down on in TCG circles.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten fair and square. I know that. I just can't stand losing. But it was a fun match.
Paimon didn't know you could get so competitive, Sucrose.
I always get a little upset when I lose. It's like that with my research, too. It always gets to me when my experiments don't go as planned. Especially when there's an alchemy genius like Albedo around to compare myself to.
You lost me at alchemy and experiments. But I'm pretty sure it's normal to feel that way. Playing cards is no different. Each game you lose makes you want to win the next one to settle the score. And the desire to win pushes you to improve your strategy and build a better deck. Seizing victory through a winning combination of luck, skill, and experience is where all the fun of Genius Invocation lies.
But what if you keep trying and never win a single game?
A losing streak, yeah. That'll definitely get you down. But it's way better to keep trying until you win than to just accept you're a plain old loser and give up.
You make a good point, Diona.
Besides, Sucrose, you're already making great progress. It'd take at least 8 of our regular booze hounds to match your level. You played well this last match.
Thank you. I'm just a little disappointed to lose, that's all. But Genius Invocation TCG is a really fun game.
Good! Having fun is the main thing. If you ever want to play again in the future, feel free to come by the Cat's Tail. But don't expect me to play with you. I just mean, this place probably has the right atmosphere.
I'll definitely be back.
All right. I think you should have all the basics down by now. I need to get back to bartending. Shiyan's likely been busy making his tavern more popular with his delicious cocktails. Pui, pui, pui. And we can't have that. Huh. Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty busy, you know. So if you need any more help, go bother Shiyan.
They were going after the alcohol industry. Oh yeah, this is what I have. All of these. Get 2 free cryogems from that though.
I see. So you have now grasped the rules of Genius Invocation TCG.
That's right! The Travelers, Sucrose, and Paimon are TCG players now! Paimon picked it up from watching you and Sucrose.
Becoming a TCG player is not as simple as that. You cannot call yourselves true TCG players until you have passed the test. Sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right. To become official players recognized by the Genius Invocation TCG Society, you have to pass the test. Yes, although to be honest, it's not that difficult. Basically, to become an official and recognized TCG player, you have to best 3 opponents in a duel.
So, you have to win 3 duels against 3 different opponents?
The duel you just played can count towards this tally. I agree. Although I didn't get to observe the match myself, I did listen along, and from what I could hear, you both performed at a rather high level.
Same way you can hear what Prince says?
A well-trained ear is a basic skill expected of anyone hoping to become a TCG master. But back to the matter at hand. The Traveler only needs to beat 2 more opponents to become an official TCG player. Sucrose, you may have lost the last duel, but don't be disheartened. I can assure you that winning 3 games is well within your ability. But first things first, Shuyen. Before that, our TCG newcomers should receive their free gift. Ah, yes, my goodness. Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have Prince here to remind me. Everyone who wants to start playing Genius Invocation TCG is entitled to claim a free casket of tomes.
Oh, Timaeus mentioned it, didn't he? It was from the light novels he's been reading. The thing that the main character found in his attic.
Oh, that's right! The soul of an ancient TCG player was trapped inside, right? So the casket of tomes is actually real?
Well, actually, all card cases in Genius Invocation TCG are called caskets of tomes. Not only do they provide a reliable and sturdy container to store your decks, they can also sense when other people in the area are also carrying a casket of tomes with them.
Oh! Paimon can guess what you're gonna say next! The reason they can sense each other is because they have the souls of ancient TCG players inside!
That would mean an extraordinarily high number of people in history have been turned into disembodied souls as a consequence of playing card games. No. The real reason that it can sense other caskets is because it holds a nifty little mechanism invented by Sumeru scholars.
Darn! What a letdown. Alright, now let's see this casket of tomes already!
All caskets of tomes are issued by Margaret, so you will need to see her to claim yours. Probably for the best. If Prince and I were responsible for handing them out, knowing how eager we both are to promote the game, we'd probably have dished them all out by now. Okay, so go and see Margaret to claim your casket of tomes, use it to find another player, beat them in a duel, and then come back here.
But even for the Traveler, that's only 2 wins in total. What about the last one?
I shall choose the final contestant she must beat in order to become an official TCG player, for it must be one of comparable prowess. Excellent plan, Prince. Happy dueling, both of you.
Okay, so now I gotta go find Margaret.
Race you!
Is her outside?
Hello, you 3. Has little Diona finished teaching you the rules of Genius Invocation? Ah, I see you're here for your casket of tomes, aren't you? A very useful tool indeed.
So this is a casket of tomes.
That's right, a purpose-built case for your card deck that can even detect when someone else nearby is carrying one. Gosh, whoever invented this must have seriously disliked being alone.
Yeah, well, even the most fun game is pretty lonely if you got no one else to play it with.
True. So I'm glad that these customers, TCG players, are able to congregate at the Cat's Tail. You're not wrong, but that's secondary. The important thing to me is the opportunity for like-minded people to come together and enjoy their favorite hobby. It creates a nice atmosphere. Anyway, now that you have your caskets of tomes, it's time to find some opponents.
All right. In that case, I'll go find some people to play against too. Let's meet back at the Cat's Tail in a while. Thanks. I'll do my best.
You can edit your decks in the Casket of Tones. And you can see the map, I guess. Go to the front gate. Okay, so I've only got the 3 leaders. I guess you can swap in some of these. Whatever, I'll have to look at that later. Just not gonna edit it for now.
There's a player nearby! That way! Let's go see! Aha! It's you!
I'm sorry. Is there anything I can assist the two of you with?
We want to become official Genius Invocation TCG players! But we have to pass the test first, so we need to beat 3 players in a duel. Our Casket of Tomes led us to you!
Oh, I see. Unfortunately, I'm on duty right now. Are you quoting the Knights of Favonius handbook at me? So be it. Then let the duel begin.
Okay, so I need the Claymore for that to work. I'm just not gonna use Kaya because I don't think it's that good, to be honest. Of character compared to Pyro Swirls. Which, I mean, you can get Cryo Swirls, but it's kind of just harder to use. Yeah, I'm gonna swap out. Like, I might want to keep one in case the dice aren't good, but I'll just do that first. Only playable if one of your characters is defeated. Major die.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's not bad. I might as well go for this since it's gonna let me KO them. I didn't even trigger Pyro. I accidentally kept an ice. Doesn't matter anyway. Got cards that I can burn. So you need 4 pyro.
Verdict is...
Gosh, I lost. You're remarkably good at this, considering how new to the game you are. Let's play again when you have some time. But ideally, not when I'm on duty.
We did it! Now we have 2 victories under our belt. Let's get back to the cat's tail. Paimon wonders who Prince is gonna pick as our final contestants today.
Let's see if they had entry
I
dialogue.
sensed that she had what it took to become an official TCG player, but she has returned to the tavern more quickly than I had expected. Defeat the opponent I have arranged for you, and you shall become an official TCG player. I look forward to watching this game immensely. Not just Prince, I can't wait either. Come, your opponent is waiting for you in one of the private rooms.
She won't lose to them, whoever it is. Right, Traveler?
What ho, fellow voyager of the stellar void. Yes, even I was briefly discountenanced when I heard the tidings of your sworn oath to become the thrice victorious. But so be it. You who are enslaved by dueling desire, be released from your shackles into the glorious arena of gladiatorial combat. Step forth, O brave challenger. Your princessin grants you an audience. Hearken well. The wretched clock chimes yet again, as the declining light of the day grows dimmer still.
Pardon my directness, but we have not been waiting that long. Mein Fräulein could afford to be a little less impatient.
Huh? Paimon knows those voices.
Your opponent sounds anxious to begin. Do not delay. That's what Prince said. Please enter and enjoy your Genius Invocation TCG duel.
I recognize the voices.
Paimon knew it! It's Fischl and Oz!
Who else but the princessin? For, as the name of this hallowed rite suggests, only when the wisest of heroes is summoned can the master of cards hope to be crowned the champion. This path is a treacherous one. It must be tread with great caution, for eternal doom and damnation are but one wrong step away at any given moment. That is why none is more suited to appear in this audience chamber than the princessin, whose Aug de Verurtelung des großen Kaleido-Phantasmus has witnessed 10,000 battles across 3,000 worlds.
Oh, is that right?
Indeed. Mein Fräulein has watched many games of Genius Invocation TCG, and has gained a solid grasp of the rules. Even in a duel between beginners, it is best that both participants are well versed in them.
Oh, that's true. Ah, this makes sense now. Prince did say that he was gonna pair us with someone of a similar skill level. Guess that means Fischl hasn't been playing that long either.
The princessin needed but a single glance at these mere machinations of mankind to discern their working principles. Thus, with speed and brilliance paralleled by lightning alone, do I now arrive here at the gateway to yonder circle of secrets.
Mein Fräulein, too, has bested 2 opponents thus far, and is therefore one step away from becoming an official TCG player.
So there's a lot on the line, huh? Either Fischl or the Traveler is gonna come out of this duel as an official TCG player!
Indeed.
The Prinzessin herself heeds the call of fate and descends to this realm from the Immonakreich. Yet still you dare to doubt the inevitability of the inevitable. Your stubborn foolishness is contemptible.
Mein Fräulein, I implore you to consider less odious turns of phrase, lest you be forced to feast on your words in the fullness of time.
What? I shall not lose, Oz! What say you, Outlander? Do you wish to make an enemy of me, the Prinzessin de Verurtelung, who even now begins to strum the strings of fate that shall sound out the traveler's requiem? Then I say it is time to see what you are made of.
Okay, they have other people. Bennett and Fishbowl. I think it's still dilute start.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Must be two of the same element. Let's see.
No rest for the wicked.
I wish I could make it where Sucrose was in Kaya's spot for that card. Now that I know how it works. Okay, I can still swap Sucrose for free. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that.
I want to help. Stand clear.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and use skill, so they should still have enough for the ultimate.
Get out of here!
Okay, that force switch. Yeah, I can't afford to switch in now.
This is but a small sacrifice necessary to achieve ultimate victory.
Can only consume 1 food per round, so. Apparently, I undid the 1 geo.
What happened? Oz, with lightning twixt upper and lower mandible, strike thy pointy beak into this obstacle and remove it from my path!
Mein Fräulein, I cannot simply attack the traveler.
Okay, they're gonna be able to strike first, but they can't do that much. Unless their entire hand's just like a bunch of spread damage for some reason. Okay, I got enough for an attack.
By royal decree!
Even though technically I didn't even need Pyro. Cool to use the elemental first. Even though it's very much overkill.
Mein Fräulein.
I'm
doing pretty good. Just trying to learn the
Impossible!
Invocation
The
TCG.
cursed dragon looms near once more, casting its dark shadow on the slender threads of fate, hiding them from my vision. Traveler, was even this part of your plan?
What a truly ingenious plot, and what an exciting duel to witness.
Congratulations! You've won 3 duels now. That makes you an official TCG player.
Yeah! Oh, Sucrose, you're back! Does that mean...
Yep. I've won 2 games so far. When I got back, I heard you were in the middle of your final duel, so I came over to watch.
Nice! Sucrose won too as well! Great work!
It seems I am forced to admit, fellow voyager of the stellar void, that your mastery of the cards is second to none. To commemorate your glorious ascent to a battlefield beyond this lowly mortal realm, I grant thee an incarnation of my majesty in miniature. As you embark on this ingenious vocation, may you wield it in battle against all your fated foes, that not a single one of them may be left standing.
Main Fräulein wishes to give you a Main Fräulein character card.
Wow! It's Fischl's character card!
'Tis a mere token of such. To the victor of this splendid duel is a boon of commensurate splendor due.
Oh, excuse me, ma'am. I am also a beginner who has won 2 games so far. Might I also have the honor of joining you in a duel? If you would be willing, of course.
Nothing would delight me more. I hereby grant you permission to join me in performing the hallowed rite of Genius Invocation.
One other thing. When I got back, Prince and Shuyan said there was something they needed to give you, if you managed to become an official TCG player.
There's like some sort of word for it. It's a character trope in anime and stuff for official. I forget the name of it though. It's like Megumin in Konosuba. I remember them talking about it in one of the Isekai Quartet things. It's kind of funny, but
Probably not. Oh, Paimon bets it's some kind of prize for making it as an official TCG player. Let's go get our prize!
With
yeah, I
3
haven't run into official in the
electro
store
dice,
yet.
I summon my eternal familiar, Osvaldo Hrafnavine, to my side. Heed my invocation!
But, Main Fräulein, I have been by your side all along.
I mean in the game, Oz.
Then, I'll use Chaotic Entropy to invoke a large wind spirit that deals increased damage when it carries an element other than Animo. So...
Oh, so be it. One shall not be swayed by such a feeble attack.
This character summons cards too, but it's not the same. As I talk to Prince without
So it was you who won the duel in the end. I knew you'd do it. Congratulations! You are now officially recognized members of the Genius Invocation TCG community. Very well done. Now, I will explain to you what becoming an official TCG player entails. The first thing all new official TCG players receive is their TCG Player's Handbook. This handbook tells you exactly what you need to do to become a top-tier TCG player. Make sure you read it. Secondly, a range of Genius Invocation merchandise is now available for you to purchase here at the Cat's Tail. So you see, becoming an official TCG player is really just the first step. And thirdly, whenever you wish to play a game with a friend, you can use the invitation board there. Whoever you wish to duel against, simply invite them to the tavern for a game. Yes, it's right by the bar counter. Once you get the hang of it, you can play with your friends whenever you want. That's it, really. If there's anything else you didn't quite understand, you can always come and ask me. Yes, indeed, I'm quite sure they will. Oh, sorry, I forgot to translate for you. Prince would like to say, hope you have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG.
I think I should be able to buy some cards now. From that. Visible yet invisible. Okay, so I guess you can do some versus AI still as well. Another cutscene.
Huh? There's a strange strange new customer in the tavern. Look! It's a huge finch!
Excuse me, I am not a finch. My name is... oh dear, it seems... No, I can't quite remember my name. You can just call me Tubby, I suppose.
Well, hey, Tubby. Don't think we've seen you around Mondstadt before.
That's because it's highly unusual for me to be in Mondstadt at all. I actually came here all the way from Liyue.
So, how come you came all this way just to visit the Cat's Tail?
As curious as I am to know how the drinks here differ from those in Liyue. No, in fact, I was sent here for a reason.
What reason is that?
And if I am guessing correctly, and you are indeed the traveler, then as it happens, it has something to do with you, too. Well, as I'm sure you've discovered, with the rising popularity of Genius Invocation TCG, inviting a friend to a duel in the tavern has become a fun way to pass the time. There's just one little problem. Many invitees currently have to travel an enormous distance to get here, turning the whole thing into quite an ordeal. I have therefore been sent here to create a little game room using the same Adeptus art as is used to construct teapot realms. That way, anyone with an invitation will need only to think the thought, and they will instantly appear in the game room. You will be free to use the room whenever you wish to invite a friend to duel, and it will be far more straightforward for them to take you up on the offer.
Wow! This will make things much easier! But what if Margaret finds out? She's not gonna get mad at you for renovating her tavern with your Adeptus arts, is she?
That shouldn't be a problem, since the realm will not be physically located within the Cat's Tail. Besides, we obviously sought the owner's permission in advance. She was quite enthusiastic. Oh, Liyue's Adepti arts sound pretty useful. Could you double the size of the tavern while you're at it? Unfortunately, my mastery of Adeptus arts is not sufficient to achieve this.
Huh. Yeah, that does sound like something Margaret would say.
Anyway, it's great that you're here. I was racking my brains trying to think how to get in touch with you after setting everything up. Right then, let's get started. Okay, that should do it.
Wow! Just like that? Liyue's Adepti arts are pretty nifty.
You know, I have a feeling that we will meet again someday. Who knows when, but we will find out when that time comes. Over to you. Now you can invite friends to duel with you in this room wherever in the world they are. I hope it serves you well. Oh, and I almost forgot. A guy from the tavern wanted me to say this to you. Hope you will have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG.
Just update the board. Co-op unlocked. Okay, so you can get more things from that too. And this is where you buy cards. Yeah, it looks like it'll be a while before I can get any character cards, plus you need more player levels anyway. So I guess I need better cards for that too. Okay, I could do some holds on that. I think I will do that first. Before anything else. I should have gotten... Yes. Some of these have achievements. Oh, and another achievement. Yeah, I think that I should have unlocked co-op now, so... Oh, I missed one. Let me just do some pools like the better first, and then I'll play. And so I got three 4-star characters in a row last time I did this, so not I'm gonna be that lucky. Uh, yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be another blue, because last time I got so many purple ones in a row, I would imagine that I would need more. Okay, so can be invited. Lots of people. Yeah, I guess I'll just use the standard one. Invite a player to your world first. Okay. Let me set co-op mode to... I need to go to settings and fix co-op mode or whatever. Where did I change that setting?
Heart be pure, evil be erased,
I need
mind
to
be
do a
purged,
quest.
world be... I always forget
Go
that
to
last
Yonder
part.
City. Well, people were able to join my world before, but I don't even think I have that quest open. Oh, yes I do. It's weird that quest can sometimes prevent stuff like that, then. I guess it just wants me to finish it without any assistance. Look for poetic inspiration. This was just a random side quest that I got off stream. We need to get that out of the way first, though. These adventures might be a great one, too. Okay. Instantly scared them away by walking over there. Yeah, there's some things you're supposed to do on your own, and I imagine this would also, like, interrupt the cutscenes. Okay. You should be able to join now. I guess I need to head back to Mondstadt. Yeah, go to Catstown. Yeah, on this side. Is it not the, oh, you're loading in. Okay, let me try again. Now it says invitation failed. Oh, you're teleporting. I see they were in here. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, the PlayStation controls are kind of cumbersome for this, but it's not too bad. Sometimes it's weird, like re-rolling dice for me. I won't re-roll them all. Okay, I start first, it seems. This is literally useless. I'll keep that. Actually,
Let's finish this swiftly.
not bad.
Shine down!
I do want to. Yeah, I think I'll.
I want
do
to
this.
help.
I look. Okay.
Animal test 6308.
Quake!
So I did get a quake skill off. What does this do? Just one geo damage. Electro. Okay, so that combos a bit. That's not bad. but that specifically it's Pyro.
Absorption test.
Shine down.
This should do some damage. Insufficient dice. See. Yeah, I've only got 2. I have to end for now. I basically just try to heal them so that way I can get off the ultimate next turn.
Enhanced Animal Module 75.
Okay, so that's not the 2. Because I can't do anything. I'd rather not sack this character though.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Okay, I can still do this. Okay, so yeah, I can't activate that. I guess we'll just end. I think this one heals, right? Okay. That will help. that's fine. I have a few cards that I can burn that aren't that useful.
Gather!
I have shield. Either way, I'm doing 0 damage. Or yeah.
I can do it. Absorption test.
I finally got that, which is pretty good. I didn't mean to keep this hand, but it's fine. This is good for Kaya, and I need to use them some.
Torn to oblivion!
Need to make adjustments.
Let's go.
Time for retribution!
The thunder falls silent.
Ready when you are.
Okay, switching dice, so might as well go ahead and get in this. It heals first and then attacks. I keep hitting triangle instead of square. It's fine though, I can burn these cards in my hand. They're all not that good for this situation. I don't know what Zhongli's ultimate's gonna do, but I imagine that I live it at least by 1.
I will have order.
What did this do? Interrogation. Not use skills. Any more? Got 5. How long does this last? Until end of this round? Yeah, then I have to end round. That's a good turn to draw that. I pretty much just want Paradise. Okay, this time I'm gonna remember to actually roll. I'll keep those around for now, because I should be able to get an A hit with Kaya.
I'm feeling a little off.
I actually get melts off of this. That's +1 damage.
I'm not done.
Kill.
Let's go.
Only deals 3. Yeah, I just don't have any weapons. I think I'm dead. Yeah. If Kaya could have lived that 1 round, there was a chance, but I didn't realize that it would do 6 damage. I thought it was just gonna do like 4 damage off of that. But yeah, I literally have like 0 weapons, so I was just dead. Oh, opponent is teleporting. Yeah, I was going to die. I could tell. I could only do at most like 3 damage, so it just wasn't enough. If Kaya was alive though, I could have gotten the melt ultimate and that would have won. Yeah, Sucrose is pretty good. She's a lot better in this than I thought that she would be. Okay, so this is Claymore. +1 damage. I am gonna re-roll that, although that's not bad. Okay, that ended up being pretty good.
Let's finish this swiftly.
turn. He selected 4. Oh.
I want to help.
Yeah, that's still fine.
Absorption test.
Crumble!
And 1 damage. Too bad. The bow is literally useless. Pretty good.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Even though I like want to do an attack, I'd rather go first, I think. Also, yeah, it's gonna swap into Diluc. Most I could do is like 1 damage. Well, actually, if I swap into Diluc, and then whenever I end turn, Diluc dies, right? So, I think that's fine.
Animal test 6308.
Even if Sucrose dies, then Diluc still dies. The end of turn, yeah. Oh, never mind, I can just do it now.
Absorption test.
Where did I go wrong?
Oh yeah, it's still not gonna be able to do anything, either way. Otherwise... I'll keep 1, just in case.
I will have order.
Need to make adjustments.
This will be
Okay,
interesting.
so this works out.
Freeze!
You shouldn't see me like this.
Shine down!
Yeah, that's lethal.
The thunder falls.
I got pretty lucky with my like opening hand being able to work out for so much stuff. Like, I was pretty much able to use all of my cards in my opening hands. Like, I don't think I converted any into elemental energy. They all kind of just worked out in that situation. Yeah, the bows, like, drawing the bows don't feel that good. But you're not teleporting or anything. Oh, you're going back to your world? Okay. Okay, yeah, this will end the duel eventually. Yeah, it's weird that that quest caused that to, change with the world join request. Yeah, I don't mind waiting for this to end. Okay. I just have it on reject, so that way I stop getting the message pop up every couple of seconds, because it lags the game a little bit every time it pops up. Oh, that doesn't get you any currency. Okay, so I'll have to mess with that later, because I don't feel like grinding out all of the NPC matches on stream just to get a bunch of the currency for now. I'll move on to something else. A bit more interesting being the actual story. Where is the... The reputation reward Lewa. I've got another reason to visit over here. I've also still got to spend some resin at some point. Yeah, I finally figured out what Kai is used for in this situation. As long as you can keep Sucrose alive, then it's fine. Which I, like, really needed Sucrose to live on that last round just to be able to, use the ultimate, so that ended up working out. Sucrose just being able to swap into people's, different cards makes it where they have to have a bunch of dice on hand that can be a bit more flexible, so either Omni dice or, just have a bunch of whatever elements that they're running. So like, because you would wanna, it would be less effective with decks that are running like two of the same type of character. But with a deck that runs a different type of character in each slot, it kind of makes more sense to have Sucrose. Like if Diluc would have been able to attack that turn that I swapped in with Sucrose, then I think that might have ended differently. But since Diluc wasn't able to attack, I was able to in turn, and then Diluc died before they could get the ultimate off.
I can't read what this says.
So yeah, the cutscene that I did was I talked to this NPC, and then the legal consultant shut up for a second and said that we needed to go talk to Baizo, so... Yeah. Oh wait, I'm still in co-op mode. In single player?
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs. And if it isn't Miss Yanfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains, and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality, and their illness will only ever get worse. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yanfei, and given the specific nature of your question, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smaragdus Jadeite?
That is indeed the case. If you would be so kind, Dr. Baiju.
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus Jadeite recently. A Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long ago. But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yanfei, if your pressing business might be related to this Snezhnayan merchant?
Ah, you needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baiju. Thank you for penning us that document. I'll make sure to compensate you in due course.
You're too kind. Take care now.
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
They're just over here. Next to their twin brother.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Yes, my My investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossell, you must pay Miss Zerchow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus Jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Miss Zerchow was, in fact, Smaragdus Nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this. I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus Jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question. If we want to determine whether the ore is genuine, we need to start with evidence from the Jade Mystery. Clearly, you still have a few things to learn about this aspect of legal proceedings.
I just wanted to see what they would say.
This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite. So I had him cut away the Nephrite, he returned the valuable Jadeite core to me, and some Nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he came prepared. What should we do next?
Hard evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid on the pins is indeed Smaragdus Jadeite.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's getting more belligerent by the second.
You know, you could be right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet. Traveler, would you do the honors? This shall serve as decisive proof of our case.
What's this?
Smaragdus Jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus Jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus Jadeite?
I had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item, I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
What? Wait! I knew.
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear, Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus Jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Huh? No, The hairpins aren't actually
inlaid with genuine Smaragdus Jadeite? Is that what you were about to say? You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora? Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
I think it's the Perry Mason moment.
Yanfei's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus Nephrite. But I'm a victim in all of this too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus Jadeite, in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I was in a constant state of agitation, too. I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. But how could I let all that money go to waste? That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus Nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus Jadeite. I kept the real Smaragdus Jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Chichao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
Exactly! If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus Jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
10 times?
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus Jadeite.
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora. Even if the Smaragdus Jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation for that.
Ms. Jichao, you...
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus Jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead? I'll consider us even.
What? But all right then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
Miss Yanfei, I'll turn this Smaragdus Jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go. But whatever, it'll do.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yanfei. When you have the time, I'll be sure to visit and express my thanks more appropriately.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow, have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
Well, yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second, if I may. I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine ores. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine business between us.
Let me think for a moment.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh?
Wondering why she wants it now.
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over the place for it. But this time, you managed to solve the problem with just a big stack of documents. Even though the solution didn't involve actually finding the hairpins.
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution. An Adeptus. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case, you would have heard what Granny said. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while now.
I've got it now. It's like carrying around uranium or something. I can climb up this wall over here.
You've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the Smaragdus Jadeite? Good, good. Then we have all the materials we need.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
Oh, you? All right then. Go see to your business. Granny should be able to handle the rest.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you. I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regulars get discounts too.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean my teapot, hmm?
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Her father was hardly so riotous or fond of talking nonsense back in the day when he stood beside Rex Lapis. Ah, indeed she is. Liyue has changed, and the Adepti must also learn to change. Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the city among us all. Ah, Liyue is not the same place I once knew.
You said it again.
All right, then. Let us speak of this no more. Back on topic. I believe that I still owe you a little gift.
Oh, Paimon's so excited! How is it made?
It is but a single teapot. It shan't take long at all. Just wait here for a moment. There we go. This Serenity Pot is all yours now. Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen. Take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to make your teapot a little more lively inside.
Wait a minute, Granny. How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
We're in a teapot unlocked. Okay, so that's another gadget. I think I'll probably do floating abode. Or abode. These ones look pretty good too.
Exorcism uses thaumaturgy.
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's! There's even a great big house in the middle, too! Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it. Paimon can't do that! Well, you're the one with the sword anyway, you do it! Still, why is it so empty here apart from that house? Oh, wait a second. What is that?
There's large finch.
Well, it seems that we have a visitor.
Oh, it's the same one.
Ah, it's Tubby! From a distance, Paimon thought it was just a huge finch. So you're the little helper Madame Ping mentioned?
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here. She told me much about you. You know, back when we met in the Mondstadt Tavern, I had a feeling that we would meet again. It seems I was right, but it's still a nice surprise to meet you here. You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way you will not want for a comfortable place to sleep each night. Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend to the banal matter of their maintenance. Thus, we teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage their affairs. You may consider me a butler, if you will. Now, allow me to explain this realm to you.
Home customization?
Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beautiful rooms, chairs, and the like. As long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion this realm however you please.
Blueprints? Oh, that's right! Granny handed us some when she gave us the teapot, didn't she? Let's take them out and have a look.
Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Go on, open them up. Just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare the necessary materials. Then simply release the thought from your mind and the object in the blueprint shall appear within this teapot.
Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we?
I doubt it. A golden-eyed Adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past. He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its limits. This world is not a true one, after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it entirely.
A golden-eyed Adeptus? Paimon wonders who could that be?
I hardly remember myself. What's more, I have never seen that Adeptus again since. Well, let's not dwell on that. Have a look around. Best you get accustomed to this realm. If there's anything you would like to ask, just look for me.
Okay, so travelers can interact with it, enter the abode within, create items on the creation screen. You can use materials, place objects. Realm currency will be accumulated at a faster rank. Traveling salesman. I was wondering, is this like a... Okay, there's a loading screen for this. So you can still customize even this. shouldn't be in co-op mode. I guess you're automatically in co-op mode inside the teapot. Well. Those were disclaimers. I think I wanna.
I take Daniel's coal to quiet the spirit and calm my vital energies. Genshin infused water with ice is the most effective.
Did I get a hunting trap? Okay, so talk to Tubby. First I want to place down the root stand or whatever. Oh wait, that's just blueprints. You arrived quickly. Good, good. Asked you to come here so I could give you a little gift. I do not know if I told you before, but these abodes are private spaces. Most Adepti will use certain methods to seal their abode away from the rest of the world to ensure its purity and avoid being disrupted. Afterward, Adepti will create a realm dispatch for those they wish to invite into their abode. This realm dispatch bears signatures of the abode's adeptal energy, that of the Adeptus themselves. As such, anyone who has this dispatch can enter or exit the abode freely. For this abode was an incomplete embryonic state. Those whom you invited into it would only have been able to enter together with you, rather than remain for longer periods. But now, well, take this realm dispatch that I have created for you and hold it in your hand, tightly now. Don't worry, you need only hold this dispatch, and it will draw some of your energy out and into it. Oh yes, I heard Ping mention that you have made friends in a great many places. As such, I suspect that were we to distribute one dispatch to each one of them, we would be here making dispatches for a long time. As such, I have made some modifications to this dispatch. All you need to do is tap the person you'd like to invite lightly with the dispatch, and your energy signature will remain on them, allowing them to enter and leave your realm with ease. Well, sort of. Well, why would you put it so weirdly? Well, here is the realm dispatch. Go forth and invite whoever you wish. It seems that this place shall become lively quite soon. Okay. This only has 3 days left. I probably should go do that at some point. Yeah, let's say I guess this will be related to this specifically. How do I place things? Is it here? It's a place function. How do I access the place function? Oh. I can make a blacksmith in here. none of these trees really fit at the moment. I'll have to work on that later. Does this summon a blacksmith? Oh wait, you could just forge whatever? Okay. That's interesting. Can I place things on these? No. You can only have up to 200 items. Okay. I wonder if that's because PlayStation 4 and mobile limited. That would make sense. Just placing furnishings. Wait, I don't know. I can leave until that's done, but it's said that for a while. I don't really have anything else to do here. I learned 3 things. I wonder if you can place paths. I don't have any at the moment, though. They're gonna count towards the limit, I would imagine. I mean, you can straight up make houses. And destroy things. I can destroy this. Okay, that will leave. What else is still needed? Taurus and Douglas will be reunited. I think I need to do this quest because this is blocking some stuff too. Yeah, I'll do who is the strongest fighter because that keeps like popping up and blocking a bunch of things that I'm trying to do. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it out of the way. Because it always says like, oh, you need to wait until night. Hey, I read that poster through the wall.
Shame I only get to listen in from the other side of the window and don't get to join in the debate. I'd love to give my 2 cents.
Say what? What's up? What's up? Paimon wants in.
Recently, all the customers at the tavern have been debating the exact same topic. Who is the strongest fighter in Mondstadt?
The strongest fighter? Must be someone who can floor a whole gang of hilly churls with just 1 punch. Wow, then it really must be tough to become the strongest of all. But anyway, is there like a general agreement in the city on who it is, or?
Expecting people to come to a swift and straightforward consensus in the City of Freedom is like expecting fisherman's toast to drop out of the sky. Everyone's got their own opinion, backed up by a unique set of cherry-picked information. But let's be honest. That's what makes the discussion so impassioned and entertaining. Mainstream opinion is polarized, with most people supporting one of two candidates. One is the Dandelion Knight. The other is the Dark Knight Hero.
Ooh, Paimon votes for you! But let's go into the tavern and talk to the patrons. Maybe we'll pick up some juicy gossip.
Oh, I do envy your life of leisure. But don't mind me, of course. I guess I'll just get back to work.
You do live in the city of freedom.
What'll it be today? The strongest fighter? I don't pay much attention to that sort of thing.
Huh. Paimon thought bartenders had some kind of special information sources. Exactly! That's what Paimon was getting at!
I have no involvement in any intelligence-gathering operation. But if you made me pick someone, it would be the Dark Knight Hero. I've heard some stories about him. Apparently, he once rescued a city dweller from the Abyss Order.
There it is! The barman's top secret intelligence! Speaking of the Abyss Order, their minions are really stirring up trouble all over the place, aren't they?
Hey, amigo. Do you want to hear my latest composition? I put my whole heart into it, and also my soul. How about it, amigo? Huh? The most macho in Mondstadt. She's a little girlie who wears red. That's right. I found this out one day about half a month ago, when I went up to the Stormbear Mountains looking for inspiration for my new song. Guess what happened?
What happened?
I witnessed the most powerful destructive force I have ever seen in my life. I'm telling you, it completely changed the whole landscape in that part of the mountains.
Holy moly!
I was hiding behind a bush and I saw this little girlie in red clothing running into the distance, leaving a trail of destruction in her wake. But I don't know if anyone will believe me.
Now that you mention it, the idea of a tiny little girl wielding that much destructive power is a little far-fetched.
You want to know what I think? I think she has a treasure nobody else knows about. Maybe even the most powerful treasure in all of Mondstadt.
Did you say treasure? Did Paimon imagine
get
that, or
Paimon's
did you hear
attention.
it too?
It's just a guess. I mean, no. It's a bard's razor-sharp intuition. Thank you, amigo. I am so happy to meet a true amigo. Who would have thought?
So, this girl, what's her name?
I do not know her name. I do not see her often in Mondstadt. Hey, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Doesn't sound like much to go on. But thanks for your intel.
Storm Terror was defeated just like that. We didn't even get a chance to take the stage. Oh, but isn't the honorary knight? The storms have ceased and Storm Terror has been defeated. This is a good thing, yes, but couldn't Storm Terror have put up a bit more of a fight? Here I was thinking that after clearing the monsters surrounding the city out, we could select some elite adventurers to form a team and dragon hunters to challenge Storm Terror. But just as we were having trouble finding a healer, Storm Terror was defeated. We also need to help the citizens find cats, dogs, and mills and clean house. This rate, we'll have lost our opportunity for sure. Leave that aside for now. I've heard from our scouts that there are still monsters wandering the Whispering Woods, but our forces are scattered throughout the wilds and cannot return, and I must handle some assorted matters. Could I trouble you to go to the Whispering Woods and see the situation there? Thank you. I'll be handling commissions here. The signboard blown away by the wind, flowers blown away by the wind, the lost cat, just as I expected.
Hey, I'm doing some adventurers training. Alcohol tolerance training, to be precise. Want to join me? You want to know who I think the toughest fighter is? In my opinion, that would be the finest adventurer of them all, Stanley. Guildmaster Cyrus is up there with the toughest, too. But only Stanley can take on the bloodthirsty beasts of the Mare Javari.
Bloodthirsty beasts of the Marjavari? Sounds terrifying. Do you think you'd be scared if you were faced with one of those? Yeah! Bam! Wham! Pow!
Hi! Are you here to try Mondstadt's famous wine, too? The strongest fighter of them all? That would be Gene, obviously. Why? Grandmaster Gene is so strong. She can take out a ruin guard with just a few slashes of her sword. And she could wipe out the 3 hilly Trill tribes at Dada Upa Gorge all by herself. Otherwise, we wouldn't have such a carefree existence with nothing to do.
It's true that Gene makes people feel they're in safe hands. Meanwhile, this guy is drunk as a skunk. Patton was right about one thing. If everyone's got their own opinion and can't be persuaded, how are we ever gonna find out who Mondstadt's strongest fighter is? Eureka! Paimon's got it! Let's go see what Gene says. Bet the Knights have got an official ranking table for this kind of thing. Come on! Let's just go and ask already. We'll never find out if we don't.
No clues are blocking my exit this time. Then this thing wants you to climb the walls. It'd probably just be faster to teleport either way.
Do you have, one of those official Knights of Favonius verified ranking table thingies?
Strongest fighter in Mondstadt? Huh. I am sorry, but I cannot help. I do not have any relevant documentation on that topic.
Oh, well that sucks. Paimon was hoping she would at least make the top 5.
Well, although I do not have the data to make such an assessment, I will say that my faith in our honorary knight's abilities has never wavered. Which reminds me, recently one of the Abyss Order's mages has been active near the city, although he is keeping a low profile. If you are staying around Mondstadt, please be on the lookout for danger. Given your, well, high-ranking fighting strength, I trust you will be able to help keep the area safe.
Awesome! After she beats the Abyss Order, she'll climb up that ranking table faster than she climbs up all those cliffs. Well, either way, smashing the Abyss Order to bits is the right thing to do.
I like your enthusiasm. It is infectious. But be careful out there.
Small person in red.
Are you all right?
Huh?
I'm fine. I'm not hurt. Sorry for bumping into you.
Hey, look!
Explosion inside city wall grounded. High live low. Explosions can hurt people. It can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed. Klee be doomed.
There's some writing on here. Explosion inside city wall. Grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people. Jean can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed. Klee be doomed? Yikes! Mr. Kaya wrote these down for me. They're, survival rules. Survival rules? Yeah. Rules that I must absolutely never break under any circumstances. Otherwise, something terrible would happen. Yep. Ah, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Klee. And Paimon's name is... well, Paimon. I've heard all about you guys. You're the honorary knight who helps Mondstadt. Wow! More recognition, yay! Paimon is so happy right now. I heard it from Amber. But wait, no, there's no time for this right now. I'm dealing with a big emergency. I grabbed my map and ran as fast as I could all the way here. The treasure I buried in the Whispering Woods, it's gone. Did you say buried treasure? Exactly what Paimon was thinking. Lost treasure is a big deal. Let us help you find it. Yay! Thanks, you guys. Here's where the map says the treasure should be. I put a circle around it. I also put a wooden sign in the ground at the place where I buried it, to make it easier to find. Paimon is starting to understand how this treasure went missing so easily. Come on, Miss Honorary Knight, let's go!
It's not too far. Yeah, finally getting to play the actual game again instead of Genius Invocation TCG or cutscenes.
Fourth, my blade.
Boba, get them! Eat this! La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. Your treasure's gone, but you seem oddly happy. Well, Razor and Albedo seem really busy recently. So Klee must not disturb them. But now Klee has new friends. I never thought I'd have a new big sister to help me. I'm so happy.
Big wooden sign.
Race you!
Oh yeah, I did run into this before.
We're here! This is the place! Look! This is where my huge treasure was buried! And where there's now a huge empty hole in the ground. It's an abyss mage! Hey, maybe he's the one Jean was warning us about. What's that in his hand? My treasure! What?
I see the little girl has brought her friends with her. Time for a change of plan.
Hey, you! If you think you're so tough, get back here and fight! What's an abyss mage? I put la 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 la. La la la.
That was
Well,
strange.
here, look. And where there's now a huge empty hole, and it's... What's that? What?
I see the little girl has brought her friends with her.
Hey, you! If you think... What's an abyss mage? I play in the forest all the time, but I've never seen one before. He looks so cute, soft, and fluffy. I want to pet it. Game's up! Now hand it over!
Oh, you fools think I would give this up so easily after what I've been through to acquire it?
Submit for judgment!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Hold tight. Careful, Klee. Don't be drawn in by it. Abyss mages are the bad guys. Oh, that's right. Grandmaster Jean says that stealing is wrong.
That is not running away or anything.
Freeze!
That girl's lucky she didn't come alone. Otherwise, I'd...
Get them! You're toast!
One with...
But if we could just get him to give it back...
Okay, here's how we can do this.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! None of this will go...
Almost at rank 33.
The Abyss Mage! It just disappeared! What's going on? A gateway to a domain! The Abyss Mage must have snuck inside! Klee, do you need a rest? Why don't you wait here while we get your treasure back for you?
No! I'm coming with you. It's my treasure that Mr. Fluffball stole, and it's up to me to get it back. Don't worry, Klee is a big girl. Come on, Miss Honorary Knight, let's go!
Wonder if this triggers double fire type, having Klee to be here.
La la la. Ah! Boing, boing, boom!
He looks like a ranged character. They're about to have another banner. I think that's like banners at the start, the end of the week.
Jumpy, jumpy, go! Ah! Yeah!
Spirit Blade!
Let's dance! Woo! La la la! Boing, boing, boom! Ah! Ah!
forth my blade.
That's adventure rank 33. Seems easy.
Submit for judgment. Can't fool me.
Jumpy Dumpty go! Blow them all up!
There was a chest.
You followed me. I must say, I'm impressed. But this is as far as you will get.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do?
Oh, the human proclivity to gossip has provided us with everything we need. We learned that your little red friend had in her possession the most powerful treasure in all of Mondstadt. That treasure is now in my hands. There is nothing you can do. Now your precious treasure shall be your undoing.
No, wait! Don't touch it!
Oh, how you fret now your predicament is finally clear to you. Now, what have we here? A flame symbol.
No! I broke the survival rules. Explosions can hurt people. Jean can be dreadful. This is it. This time, I'm done for.
Wait! So Klee's treasure is a bomb? No wonder Klee was
was rumored to be the strongest fighter in Mondstadt. Paimon, for one, is never picking a fight with her, ever. Hold on. Why has she gone and run off? Seems like it. Well then, let's head to the Knight's headquarters and report to Jean.
Enter rank and expedition rewards. Gotta go do those first. Yeah, now all my expeditions will arrive at different times. Oh, fishing. Need to catch fish.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
I didn't think you would have anything to say other than that on arriving here.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
It's pretty easy to get food, so don't need to get it from that. Oh, it looks like this has a teleport waypoint now. The chest. I need to collect these.
What about?
Actually, so that way I can ascend Barbara. I never know where to find them outside of these windmills, so I need to start collecting them off of these every day. It's like under eaves of houses. Never see any in Liyue. That's where I've been for a lot of my playtime recently, so...
Go, Barbara, go!
Mushrooms. Time code. Yeah, imagine going across all the windmills and grabbing those. They builds them up pretty quickly because they reset daily.
Klee? You're here too?
I turned myself in.
Huh?
My bomb. I hurt someone. I broke the rules. I'll never see the light of day again.
Klee, I need you to answer me. You said someone was injured. Where are they? Why is that?
But Mr. Fluffball was only a thief. He didn't deserve to blow up.
Hey, come on now. Paimon already told you that the Abyss Mages are the bad guys. And actually, they're the worst kind of bad guys you can imagine. They don't just hate the good guys. They hate all people. Their enemy is humanity itself.
Mr. Fluffball was a bad guy on purpose? Mr. Fluffball is the enemy of humanity? What? I don't get it.
This was an oversight on my part. I did not tell you these things before because you are still young. In fact, the Abyss Order is a hostile force in Mondstadt, which has been unusually active lately.
Aha! That's it! Paimon understands now. They were tracking down poor Klee because they heard rumors about her treasure.
Just like the way Paimon's first reaction was to try and get her hands on... no. To try and get the facts on the treasure.
So, does that mean?
In light of your contribution on this matter, I will allow you to take part in the next Ludi Harpastum.
Ludi Harpastum? Whoa! Miss Honorary Knight, you've gotta come too!
Whoop-de-doo! It's a happy ending!
Except...
Except what?
Klee, where did you hide the treasure to begin with? Were you trying to blow up the fish in Starfell Lake again?
I wasn't! I swear I wasn't!
She's giving us that look that means play along.
Klee?
I'll see myself to solitary confinement.
Paimon bets Klee must get bored in there all by herself.
Where's the store? Okay, there it goes.
That's Paimon's voice I hear. Ooh, yes, please! Wait, no, I can't. Klee needs to be a good girl and think about what she did. Stop tempting me. Anyway, while I'm grounded, I'm making an extra special new treasure, the Ludi Harpastum version.
When you say treasure...
I made it into the shape of a harpastum and everything. It'll look so cute. Just wait for Ludi Harpastum. Oh yeah, they're gonna love it.
Yeesh, if Jane was listening to this, Klee might find herself grounded for an awful lot longer.
Hey. Oh yeah, that got that quest done. Okay, so there's stuff in the chasm. So, Mondstadt. That's a lot of adventure experience for this. Adventuring experience. Actually, it is kind of late-ish, so I'm gonna go ahead and end now, and then when I get back later, I'll probably do that. I might do some stuff off stream to spend some of my resin and stuff, because I like doing that kind of stuff off stream because it's not as interesting as the story, and I've still got so many story quests to go at this point. And also doing this stuff off stream has kind of helped me build up adventure rank, so that way I can just continue doing the stories over and over again on stream. And everything with like the animated cutscenes and stuff like that, I imagine are a bit more interesting than just reading a bunch of lines of text. So, yeah, gonna be ending things here for now. I should be back later with either Star Rail or some more Genshin, and continuing on depending on what I do in Star Rail while I'm gone as well, because I need to spend some of my Railblaze power so that way it doesn't
Heart
get capped
be
as well.
pure.
So,
Evil be
yeah, guess I'll
erased.
see everyone in the next one.
Mind be purged.